All right, what's up, everybody? We are in the college football playoff, and Nebraska is taking on Texas in the Fiesta Bowl, and the winner of this game will move on to play the winner of the Clemson-Alabama game in the college football playoff championship game. So Nebraska finished regular season 10-1 or 11-1, and went to the Big Ten championship game and beat Ohio State, as you can see in my previous video. So now in the made it into the 14 playoff. Alabama, Clemson, Texas, and Nebraska. So Nebraska and Texas about ready to battle to see who's going to get to go on and play in the national championship game. So here we go, Nebraska and Texas national semifinal.
We haven't even kicked off yet, and these fans are already going crazy for the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl here in Glendale, Arizona. It's time for the coin toss now, presented by Coke Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
All right. So it looks like we won the toss. We're going to go ahead and take the football. Be aggressive here and see if we can get some points on the board early.
Excellent kick. He's to the 10. He's tackled.
Brown probably should have taken a knee, but you know, big game, excitement, wanted to try and make something happen. Nebraska will start from their own 12-yard line.
So here comes the offense taking the field for the first time today. Brought down after a nice run up the middle.
Nice run by Mills.
Mills is the kind of guy that could end up with some national honors, because right now he's leading the conference statistically. It's 2nd and 4. Ball on the 18-yard line. He's going to try and scramble. And he's
Martinez's first pass will be a completion. Short one, but that'll be enough for the first down. Looks like maybe Huskers have an injury. Betts was slow to get up there.
From their own 22-yard line. First down. They'll bring him down right around the 20.
It's never good for a back's confidence to get tackled for a loss. But this guy knows that he's got to just keep at it, and the holes will start to open up.
About the 21
a couple there for Mills, so it'll be 3rd and long for the Huskers.
It's 3rd down and 11 to go. Ball on the 21. He scrambled.
Oh, and he had a guy wide open. Just could not get rid of the football in time. Guy wide open streaking down the sideline, would have been 6 easy if Martinez could have completed that pass, but nonetheless it was a sack. 4th and 17. Huskers will punt it away.
Jamison is back deep to return. And
Longhorns will have great field position for their first possession.
So the offense will come out in opponent's territory for their first drive of the game.
They couldn't have asked for better field position than this.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Ball on the 44-yard line. Robinson gains about 2 yards on the run.
That makes it 3rd and 3.
Big hit there by the Husker lineman. So 3rd down and short for Longhorns. Huskers would like to get off the field here if they can.
They need about 3 yards to get the first down here on 3rd down. Complete. He's got space to work. He's taken down at the 24-yard line.
I'm a huge fan of the play-action pass in college football because the play-action, it really puts a lot of pressure on a defense. The defense gets caught up and concerned about the running game, and it puts them out of position. And it makes the throwing lanes for the quarterback and the windows that he's trying to find much easier to find for a quarterback and a receiver to pick up big yards like we just saw there.
From the 24-yard line. First down. Gets out to around
Quarterback
the 15.
keeper there, Ellinger. Nice run up the middle for 8 yards.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
So far, Texas is getting chunks of yardage. Huskers need to tighten up. Longhorns in the red zone. Ellinger looking to throw. It's complete. That'll be a first down.
And he's taken down at the 9-yard line. Brewer will pick up a first down on the play with a 6-yard completion.
Heads-up play by the quarterback to find his receiver in traffic and get the ball into his hand.
First down, and they've got their eyes on that goal line.
And good play there by the Huskers defense. For a loss. Boodle on the tackle. That'll be 2nd and goal from the 13-yard line.
From the 13-yard line. 2nd down. Tackle after a decent run up the gut.
That's good for a gain of 4 yards. That makes it 3rd and 2.
And that'll bring up 3rd and goal here for Longhorns.
This is the 8th play of this drive.
Nebraska would love to get Texas to settle for a field goal attempt here. Oh, almost picked. Nice deflection by
These guys were ready for the
Boodle.
pass and played it well to come up with the deflection.
So it should bring out the field goal unit for Texas, and
This
it
is much
does.
more than an extra point. Texas could take the lead with this field goal.
And
Kicks
Longhorns
away,
are on the
and they
board.
tack on 3 points.
Even though they gave up a field goal here, that defense is feeling pretty good about themselves right now. It could have just as easily been a touchdown.
And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. He's to the 10. Gets to about the 17-yard line. The Longhorns are right where they want to be.
All right, so Nebraska has football back, 2nd time with football. Let's see if they can have a little more success this go around than they did
Also get some points on the board.
their first possession.
You never like to have to play from behind, but a deficit this manageable shouldn't be in the front of their minds. They just need to go out there and play. Zips it to the back. He's tackled right around the 30.
Johnson in the tackle at the 30-yard line. That makes it 1st and 10.
From their own 30-yard line.
This will probably
It's
be the
first
last
down.
play of the first quarter.
Scrambling around. And he's immediately tackled.
Nice play by Martinez, hooking up with Brown for 14 yards. And
Shaping up to be a good
that will be the end of the first quarter.
So
after one,
Longhorns with a 3-point lead.
Texas 3-0 in this national semifinal game.
And we welcome you back to the action here, and we have got a tight one going on in quarter number 2. Nice run up the middle. And he picked up almost 4 on that halfback delay.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
It's 2nd down, 6 yards to go. Ball on the 49. And he carries the ball for a nice game. Mills gets about 4
Mills
yards
might
on the play.
squeeze through there. Just couldn't hold closed up on him pretty quick. Oh, 3rd and 2 for the Big Red. Ooh, Mills gets popped after only 1 yard. 4th down and 1. Huskers are just on the Texas side of midfield, and looks like Frost is going to go for it.
Looks like they've decided to go for it here.
Huskers hurry up to the line of scrimmage.
I'm really surprised that they aren't going to just pump this.
Stole up the middle, and that should be enough for the first down. And it is. Plenty.
Good job here converting and keeping this defense on the field. They're getting very tired.
And nice run for Mills. Picks up 15 on that
when
carry.
a running attack comes through for the first down like this. It makes an offense so much more versatile.
Here's the 8th play of the series. He's at the 20. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, that's another first down.
Nebraska start.
First down on this
Composer
drive.
will run the football.
This offense isn't hitting a lot of big plays, but they're very, very consistent with their execution. It's putting a lot of pressure right now on this defense.
This is the 9th play of this drive. He's on a run.
Martinez to the end zone. Brown got it. Touchdown, Huskers.
And a nice catch by the receiver for the touchdown.
Anytime you're near the red zone, you got to keep an eye for this guy. They love
Good answer from Nebraska.
When you're in the huddle, in the post route,
Nice drive, and Huskers take the lead.
And the wide receiver get excited because they know that there's a chance for a big play. Here, the offense does a good job of protecting the quarterback, allowing the quarterback enough time to make that big throw, and of course, the receiver has the speed in the hands to make the play for the touchdown.
Nebraska lines up for the kickoff. And he got all of this one. Great kick. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. Momentum swings have been fairly even. And with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed.
Let's see what Nebraska defense can do here.
Plays.
Texas has a football as we... Oh, nice play by Ellinger there.
Good open field tackle.
Yeah, the running back dead to rights, but Ellinger pulled out, and nice run.
It's 2nd down now, and they're just a few feet away from that first down marker. around the 35-yard line. So the option play goes for a short gain there.
The halfback took the option and did what he could with it. He didn't get far, but he picked up a first down.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 35.
This guy has that innate ability to get just enough distance from
Completion
a defender
there
to make
by
a completion possible. You don't see it from every receiver, but this guy's got it.
Huskers would like to keep Texas off the board here as we head to halftime and keep that lead. Texas does get the football. Starts second half, so.
Here he goes. He's at the 40. He's at the 30.
Wow. Big run by Ellinger.
And they push him out right around the 16-yard line.
That's a couple big runs by Ellinger on this drive.
So we've got a first down after a great running play.
Keep a spy on him to keep him from doing that. He's not overly fast, but fast enough.
He's got him up in the backfield.
Boy, did you see how the defense just swarmed to the ball carrier? That was fantastic pursuit.
And again, another good play by the Husker defense. 2 in a row there.
Nice job of utilizing his athletic ability to
Help
get
put the
in there
Longhorns in a
and make
3rd and
sure
long
tackle.
situation.
From the 23-yard line, 3rd down.
And boom, another big sack
30-yard line.
Man,
of the Longhorn quarterback. So Ellinger's on his back again.
Quarterback not only getting sacked, but getting hit like that. Those linemen better pick that quarterback back.
Nebraska's going to go ahead and take a timeout here.
Nebraska's going to take their first time out of the half.
Texas probably attempt a
4th
long
and
field
long
goal
here after
here.
the sack.
This field goal is certainly a lot tougher than it was a couple plays ago.
Kicks up, and it's
That's
good.
right down the middle.
And he's got to be happy about that kick.
Oh, no question. This kid is just a solid.
Looks like plenty of room to spare.
7-6, Nebraska.
Nebraska does maintain the lead, and maybe they can get some more points here.
They line up to kick this one away. He really got a hold of that kick. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Both offenses have played it pretty close to the vest so far in this one.
Yeah, because they've been so conservative, it's made it pretty easy for both of these defenses to be pretty dominant. Let's see an offense open it up and take a few chances.
In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions. Nebraska up a point. He lets it fly. And he stays in bounds, and he hauls in a big one.
Allen going across the middle just got lost. Texas defense just lost him, and he was wide open. A nice play by Martinez to buy a little time and hit Allen. If he could have stayed in, he might have got that a little closer.
Now it's 1st and 10 after the big pass play.
Nice run there by Mills.
The 23-yard line. That was a great call.
Yeah, here you see the draw play at its best. The tailback got good blocking up front and was able to pick up a bunch of yards.
Now he tries to buy some time. And he's tackled at the 15. Second down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. Now we'll see how the backup can do after that injury.
So McCaffrey's in.
He's scrambling.
Martinez was hurt, but McCaffrey's going to run around the right side. Cuts back into the end zone. Touchdown. Good play by Luke McCaffrey. Subbing in for the injured Adrian Martinez. Hopefully it's nothing serious.
Outstanding run and great execution by the entire offensive unit, especially the blocking up front.
And he converts the extra point.
Oh, Huskers take a 14-6 lead. 24 seconds left in the first half.
Excellent kick. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback.
You know, this offense is doing a pretty good job moving the football. The problem is they're not coming up with touchdowns. The offensive coordinator who's been up here next to us, Brad, the booth next to us, he's actually just taken off his headsets, and I think he's going down to the field to be next to the quarterback and the rest of this offense to try to engage with them, to realize how important it is to finish these drives.
Robinson gets outside. It's going to be a big gainer.
And he's finally knocked out of bounds at the 47.
Kind of surprised that they ran it there, and I think Nebraska defense was too. Worked out well for Texas.
From the 47-yard line. First down.
Texas has 2 timeouts left, 18 seconds.
Down, nothing doing. Texas will take their second time out of the half.
They used one of them here, so 14 seconds left. They got another timeout.
There are 5 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Fires that quickly, incomplete. He let that pass get away from him.
I think he's a little bit anxious. He actually looked a little bit too juiced that time, and he'll get the next one.
Let's see if we get an update on Adrian Martinez real quick. No players, so I guess he's good to go. That's good. But McCaffrey doesn't look like he didn't waste any time. Comes off the bench and
third down now, and they
gets
need to get down to the 37.
When they broke the huddle, I'm sure everybody knew the ball was going to go to this receiver.
Looks like Texas is in the field goal range now, but not sure what they're going to try and do here. Oh, mercy. They got another pickup, 1 second left, so they should bring on the field goal team here, I would imagine. And they do.
First and 10. Ball on the 17-yard line. The kick is up, and it sails.
So we head to halftime. 3 field goals for the Longhorns, 2 touchdowns for the Huskers. So 14-9 Nebraska in this college football playoff semifinal. I'll see you back for the start of the second half.
Glad to have you with us in the studio for the EA Sports NCAA football.
All right, here we go. Get ready for the second half from the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl. Nebraska will kick off to Texas. Winner of this game will go on to meet the winner of the Alabama-Clemson game in the national championship game.
This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
And this is being done, by the way, with the college football playoff editor tool that's been made available. I did a previous video on how to set that up.
This deficit can be easily overcome, sure, but they have to be thinking if they don't.
Since this game was made in 2014, still the BCS 1 versus 2 playoff, so there's some really smart people out there, and there's an editor where you can go in and at the end of your season and adjust the polls and set the college football playoff. So That's what we've done here. And the 4 best records were
9.
Alabama,
Ball on their own
Texas,
26.
Clemson, and Nebraska. So those are the 4 in the playoff. Not sure where Ellinger was going with that one. Yeah, 3rd and 9 for Texas. Big play by the black shirts. Ellinger goes down. Sacked. Big loss. It's 4th and 16. Texas will have to punt the football. Good job by the black shirts.
After the sack, it's now 4th and long. And he muffed it.
Oh, Taylor Britt muffed it, but he's able to pick it up. That may work out to his favor.
He makes it down to maybe the 49-yard line.
Oh, near disaster averted there by the Huskers.
We're about set to start things up.
Good starting field position for Nebraska to start at midfield. First possession in the second half.
They try the right side.
And nothing doing that time.
Right around the 48-yard line. From their own 48-yard line. 2nd down.
Texas was all over that one, so 3rd and long
That
for the
play was
Huskers.
sort of out of sync from the start. But you
Losses
have to
on both
also
those plays, so
recognize that
3rd
the
down and
defense made
long.
a great play. They read it from the get-go.
3rd down, and they need to get it down to the 39. Scrambling around.
In case anybody's wondering, I am playing on RPCS3, PlayStation 3 emulator on the PC. It is a very CPU-intensive application. I've also got OBS running in the background, so it's pretty strenuous on a PC. So
And the big pickup
in case you're wondering why you hear a little stuttering from time to time, that's why. Minor inconvenience for this awesome mod for NCAA 14. Got the college football revamped mod and the playoff editor tool.
Takes it up the middle for a nice run. Mills picks up 5 with the carry.
That brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 15-yard line, it's 2nd down.
Mills up the middle, touchdown, Nebraska.
Huskers. He makes the PAT. It was a 5-play, 49-yard drive, and it results in a touchdown.
Brad, I thought that was a textbook drive. I thought they did a really good job of showing balance, mixing the play calling with the run and the pass. Just an overall well-executed touchdown drive.
The score now, 21-9. Colt has his kick team lined up, and he is set to kick this one off. And he got all of this one. Great kick. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback.
So we'll see what the Husker defense can do here.
There's got to be some sense of
Midway through the
urgency
third
to this
quarter.
offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game.
Nebraska trying to move on to play in the college football national championship
I don't think he got
game.
anything on that. From their own 26-yard line. Second down. In the shotgun and 5 wideouts. First down grab. Good open field tackle. From their own 38-yard line. It's first down. Robinson gets it on the inside. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield.
Did you see how that big defensive line got such a good push on
Good
that
play there.
That's exactly
By
why
Nebraska
they were able to stop him
defense, they
for a
were
loss.
swarming all over the Texas runner. Second and 13 after that loss.
From their own 34-yard line. Second down. They'll bring him down around the 33-yard line.
This defensive lineman's got the kind of size and strength where he can disrupt the play all by himself.
Oh, third and long here for the Longhorns. Nebraska would like to get the football back and start working on that clock a little bit. Oh, that's going to be a
He's got
first
it
down.
with room to run. And down he goes at the 45.
When you can move the ball downfield in big chunks like that, you've got the defense right where you want it.
This game is not as stuttery when I'm not recording and running OBS in the background. But yes, just kind of comes with the territory. The game itself is very CPU intensive, and so is OBS.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the
The
45-yard
clock continues to
line.
run towards the end of the third quarter.
Fires out to his wide.
Nice play by DiCaprio Boodle to fight off that block and make the tackle. Otherwise, Moore had a lot of green in front of him.
Second and 9.
Pulls it in, and he's in the open field. He's taken down around the 25-yard line. Nice pickup as they connect on the pass play.
But they look to be in sync right now. They're both reading the defense properly, and the result is a nice game.
First and 10. Ball on
See
the
if Texas can
25-yard
get
line.
another playoff here before the end of the quarter. And they're not going to. So we head to the fourth quarter here in this college football
That's 3 down and 1 to go.
playoff
The
semifinal.
Cornhuskers lead it by
Nebraska
12.
21, Texas 9, 1 quarter left. Nebraska trying to advance to the national title game.
Welcome back to the action here as we resume play here in quarter number 4.
Here we go.
They go back to him on a quick throw, and he's taken down at the 22.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
This is the 9th play of this drive. Brought down right around the 14-yard line.
So Texas continuing to move the football.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 14. He throws it. Let it go, and it's caught for the touchdown.
So Ellinger gets it to Smith for the touchdown.
And did that play ever develop nicely?
Texas
All about the
closer
receiver on this play. He beat his man off the
likely
line and then ran a perfect route. All he had to do after that
start
was
to say
make
they'll
the
go for
catch.
2, but maybe not. Their 6-point game go for 2 makes it a 4-point game. So let's see what they're going to do here.
So they're going to try to determine if the receiver had possession and was
they're going to review
inbounds
this
or
play.
not.
Looked
They
like a
call it
catch to me,
but
but
the
let's take a
booth
look at it
signaled
and
down
see.
to the referee that they'd like to take another peek at this.
Man, as I see this play
I think
again,
it's a touchdown.
it really looks like he made the correct call on the field.
Like he got that foot down. And
After review, they decided that the
the
call
ruling
on the
will
field
stand,
will
so
stand.
touchdown. And they will try for the extra point.
And he tacks on the extra point.
A 10-play, 76-yard drive.
Nebraska started spying up Ellinger after those big
Amazing drive
runs,
this offense.
and then
Outstanding execution.
kind of made him pay
If you're
for it
the
there.
defense, you've got to do something to try to change things up
Passing.
to get this quarterback out of sync.
He kicks it off, and he got all of that one.
Deep in the end zone, and Brown will just take a
This one's
knee.
going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
Nebraska's dreams are a reality in this football game. They've scored 21 points in a row.
So we'll see what the Huskers can do here. Score away.
Things aren't tied, but they
In
might
effect,
as well
in
be.
the football
It's this
game.
drive that could really
If
dictate
not,
the tone for the last quarter.
Texas gets it back, they'll have a chance to win.
Now he tries to buy some time. Decides to tuck it in, and he's got space. He's knocked out.
Nice run there by Martinez,
The
although I'm
40.
not sure he wanted to go out of bounds.
From their
But
own
they started the clock
40-yard
back
line.
up, so no
First
harm,
down.
no foul. Mills squirts through for a 10-yard
Having
gain.
success like this running the
Another
football,
Husker first
it can
down.
really open up things for the offense.
I think the Huskers want to get too conservative, but they certainly would like start working on that clock. There's under
We've
4
got
minutes to go
first
in the
and 10.
game.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
Trip to the national championship game on the line.
Up the middle for a nice gain. Mills gets 6 yards on the carry.
That'll make it
Another good run by Mills.
So it's second down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the first. And they make the stop around the 40.
Big third down
The running back
coming up
gets
here
2
for
on
the
carry.
Huskers.
He was playing the run all the way and was able to stop him quickly.
Texas
Good
does
job by that
have
senior safety.
all their timeouts. So even if the Huskers get the first down here, they're in good shape with their timeouts.
Less than 3 minutes in the game.
Looks like Mills is going to squeak out the first down there. Had a little hole and it closed up on him. Was able to stay on his feet just long enough to get just enough there for the first down.
1st and 10. Ball on the 39-yard line.
Texas is probably going to start using those 3 timeouts. He's getting ready to go under 2 minutes to go in the game.
They try running left.
Mills is doing a really good job of finding those holes to squeeze through.
With that last run.
They've been playing for this all season, and he knows he's got to
Texas
be
finally
his
takes
very
a
best on every
timeout.
play.
Short yardage situation here.
2nd and 1 for the Huskers. They could get this first down, and they could really start putting the squeeze on Texas with only 2 timeouts left. And that'll be a first down.
And he carries the ball for a
Good
nice
run by
gain.
Mills.
I think the defense put everything into that sequence of plays, and for the offense to come up with a first down really is demoralizing for the defense.
And this is the 8th play.
So
of the
Texas takes another timeout. They're down to 1 remaining. So 1st and 10 for the Huskers. It's been the Dedrick Mills show so far on this drive. And Mills gets it again.
Makes it to the 11.
Brad, that's a huge first down for this
And Texas
offense.
will
At
burn
this
their
point,
final
the
timeout.
defense's only hope is they've got to try to rip that ball away from the quarterback or the running back to get the football back to their
Minute 52
offense,
to go in the
because
game,
clock
and
now is a
Nebraska
big
can
factor.
just about run it out at this point.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 11-yard line. Just under 2 minutes in the game. Tackled after a decent run up the gut.
Gain of 7 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Nebraska would like to run the clock down as far as they can get it and punch it in and head to the national championship game.
They're about 4 yards away here on 2nd down.
Huskers will take the play clock down as low as they can get it and feed it to Mills. Mills up the middle.
At the 1-yard line.
So he gets to about the 1, so it'll be 3rd down.
It's 3rd down, and this offense is
3rd
about
down
3
and
feet away from
1
that
from
first
the
down
1.
marker.
So it looks like Nebraska could technically pick up a first down if they don't score, but let's just punch it in and go home. There it is, Mills up the middle, touchdown, Nebraska. They can taste it now. They will be going to the College Football National Championship game. They'll play the winner of the Clemson-Alabama game in the other semifinal.
And he adds the extra point. It was an 11-play, 75-yard drive. And the result, 7 points.
Brad, that's one of those drives that can just tear your heart out. They can really demoralize a defense when they drive the ball down the field, and a lot of the yards came on the ground.
So our score, 28-16. And it goes into the
So
end
Texas
zone,
has no
down for a
timeouts left,
touchback.
24
Nebraska's defense
seconds,
has been a force to be reckoned with,
and a
especially this game.
12-point
They've
deficit.
stepped up today. They just seem to be dialed into what this offense is trying to do.
Nebraska's
Good
defense
job
will
against
just
the run. They've been very physical. What I
like
love
to not
is
give
how
up any
relentless they run
big
to the
plays.
football.
I'm sure there are a lot of fans out there hoping for a miracle, but I seriously doubt we're going to see one today.
Get out of Glendale with the win.
Pulls down the catch, and he's got room here. And he shoves out of bounds right around the 42-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 42-yard line. 5 wide. He's tackled at the 45-yard line. And he stops the clock with a spike.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
From the 45-yard line, it's 2nd down. And a quick throw. Tackle made around the 31-yard line.
So it looks like Texas will have time for one more play.
To get him involved.
6 seconds left in the game.
And you just want to get the ball in his hands.
And they spike it, but the clock's going to run out on them. So pretty poor clock management there by Ellinger. So Nebraska is the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl winner.
And so that's going to do it.
And
Our final score
semi-final
is
winner.
28-16.
And they will move on to play the winner
Go ahead
of
and just give us your
Alabama Clemson in the college
This was
football
shaping up to be a really
national
close
championship
game,
game.
but they did what they had to do, made some big plays, and were able to pull away. Nebraska could have just as easily found themselves on the other end of this score. That's how even these two teams were coming in. But they played the better game today and should be very happy about the win.
Here's a look at today's player of the game.
For the Cornhuskers, they rack up their 13th win of the year. And for the Longhorns, the loss today puts them at 11-2 for the season.